Hi, I'm so glad to have this opportunity to work with you. And before we get into the real exercise portion of this video, I wanted to explain to you just a few things for you to keep in the back of your mind. The first and most important thing is please do not force your body. Go very gently, very smoothly. Be conscientious and consistent, and you'll be amazed at what your body is going to do for you. If you feel that your hinges are rusty, think of me as being your oil can, okay? Also, I'm wanting to do this before we get into the exercise, simply so that once you understand the breathing that I'm going to try to teach you very quickly right now, then you don't have to listen over and over and over again to the explanations every time. When you pop your video in, just fast forward it to the lesson of your choice, and then we just get working. Also, we're going to start with a 15-minute limbering, and I really request that you limber your body first with this limbering procedure, and then use the lesson of your choice. And times when you don't have an awful lot of time, the limbering in itself is just an excellent, excellent little tune-up. Okay? So, let me show you this breathing. The first part of the breathing is called belly breathing, and all it is just to relax you. You just breathe through your nose, you let your stomach gently rise and fall very slowly. It's not a deep breath. It's kind of the way a puppy or a kitten or a baby breathe when they're sleeping. So let me show you. When you do your belly breathing, you inhale and you slowly push your tummy up, and then you exhale and you slowly lower. Trying to inhale for about 4 counts and then exhaling for about 8 counts. So it's simply like this. Just a very soft breath. The next breath is deep diaphragmatic breathing. You inhale again through your nose, and you first push the stomach up so the diaphragm can descend and you can bring the air into the lower lobes of your lungs. And then still on the same inhalation, you expand your lower ribs, kind of stretching them out to the side, and then you take the breath all the way up into your upper chest. So please watch, just follow the flow of the air. And then exhale. Stomach down first. Rib cage down. Squeezing all the air out, trying to imagine that you'll press your navel all the way to your backbone. Okay? And that's all there is to it. So, let's get started. If you have a weak lower back, to come down onto your back, bend your knees to the side and ease down onto your elbows and then roll onto your back. If you don't have a weak lower back, let's work those abdominals right at the onset. Extending your legs out, bring your arms up, interlock your thumbs, tighten your stomach, and begin to slowly roll down onto your spine. Very, very slowly, keeping your stomach very, very tight. Dropping down ever so carefully, one vertebra at a time. Bring your arms alongside of your ears and stretch. Now stretch slowly. Start by pushing the heels away from your body, stretching out your calves. Tighten your kneecaps. Tighten your quads. Flatten your stomach. Elongate your waistline. Elevate your rib cage. Stretch through your shoulder joints. Stretch through your elbow joints. All the way back. And release. Totally let go. Bring your arms alongside of your body and allow your body just for a moment to go totally limp. Just completely relax. And start with your belly breathing. Just slowly, easily inhale and slowly, easily exhale. As you concentrate on your breathing, I want you to allow your body to go completely limp, totally limp. Focus your eyes deep within your own being, totally. It's best even if you can keep your eyes closed, just so that you can focus within your own being. Now remember, this is your time. This belongs to you. So take advantage of it and make it work. And feel all the tension melting out of your feet and legs. Let the tension go out of your torso, out of your fingers and your arms. Gently turn your head to the right, slowly, trying to press your ear into the floor. And rotate, going all the way over to the left, and try to press your ear into the floor. Stretch those neck muscles, stretch, and back to the center. Now tuck your chin in toward your throat, press the back of the neck into the floor, stretching your cervical vertebra, and release. Pick up your head and jut your jaw up toward the ceiling, and back down. That's really good, especially if you tend to grit or grind your teeth. Slide your right foot over to your right hand. Hold your foot carefully and rotate your joints in a forward, downward direction. Try to keep your pelvis level and drop your thigh down, if at all possible, alongside of your left thigh. Don't be discouraged if your knee stays up in the air. Just simply feel the stretch through the thigh muscle, through your hip joint. Relax your left arm and your left leg, and we'll take 2 of those diaphragmatic breaths, okay? Breathing through your nose. Let's begin. Inhale. Tummy goes up. Tummy, tummy, tummy. Midsection, midsection. Upper chest, all the way to the top. Now hold your breath. Hold your breath. And exhale, tummy down, down, rib cage down, down, empty, empty, empty. Squeeze it out and release. And again, tummy, 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 midsection, midsection, upper chest, all the way to the top and hold. Hold your breath. Exhale, tummy down, down, rib cage down, down, empty, empty, empty. Squeeze the air out and release. Straighten your leg out, and now get the left foot over to your left hand. Rotate very carefully, smoothly, never jerk, never bounce. Lower your knee as close to the floor as it'll go, but don't get demanding with it. Just take your time. Relax your right arm and your right leg. And again, 2 pranayama breaths, these deep diaphragmatic breaths. Inhale, tummy, 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 midsection, midsection, upper chest, all the way up and hold. Exhale, tummy down, down, rib cage down, down, empty, empty. Squeeze it all out, every bit of the old stale air out, and release. And one last time. Tummy, 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 midsection, midsection, upper chest, all the way up to the top, and hold your breath. Exhale, tummy down, down, rib cage down, down, empty, empty, empty. Squeeze it out and release. Good. Now straighten your leg out, and we're going to counter posture. We're going to go the opposite direction. Bring your right foot high on top of your left thigh. And slowly, never jerking. Now, and don't be impatient. If your foot won't go very high, be grateful for where it will go, all right? Slowly begin to stretch the heel up toward your navel. And if you're particularly stiff and tight, and you can't get your foot above your knee even, just simply get a belt around your ankle so that you have some way to hold on to it and to get the stretch, all right? But don't jerk it, don't bounce it. Now, slowly drop your knee in a forward, downward direction at the same time that you flatten your stomach. Really flatten your stomach, get the rib cage up, elongate your waistline, and try to press your thigh firmly into the floor. This is a wonderful stretch for your inner thigh, for the top of your thigh. Keep that stomach flat. Feel with your hand. I want you to feel the tautness of the major abdominis. And then begin to bounce up and down. Please try your best to keep the pelvis perfectly still. Don't let it jerk through the torso. This is sort of oiling those hinges, so to speak, stimulating the circulation. Don't be in a hurry. It's not a slapping or a beating. It's just a good rhythmic up and down motion. And straighten your leg out. This time bring your left foot over the top of your right thigh. Again, don't be discouraged. It's a cinch by the inch. I've been doing this for years and years, so you too, the more you practice, the looser your body will be in terms of flexibility, and yet the more toned up you'll be. Stretching the heel up toward the navel, and slowly rotate. Very slowly now so that you can maximize the stretching effect on your muscles without causing them to overreact and tighten up on you. Flatten your stomach, elevate the rib cage, and press your thigh into the floor and hold a long sustained stretch and begin to bounce. Again, a smooth up and down motion. Please don't let it rock through your pelvis. Keep your pelvis level, keep your torso still, learning to isolate the one area of your body that you're working on. Really zoom in on that one specific area. Don't be in a hurry, and above all, don't be impatient. It just takes a little while for all of this to really begin to work for you. But once you start your progress, it's ongoing. It doesn't stop. Keep your waistline long. The rib cage up, getting a nice internal stretch through the abdominal area. All right, now straighten your leg out. Now bring your right knee, bend your right knee into your chest, placing your hands on your shin bone. Now what we're going to do now is very, very good for your lower back, and if you have a weak lower back, this is absolutely wonderful. The first thing I want you to do is tighten your stomach and do a pelvic tilt. Press your waistline into the floor. That creates a pelvic tilt. Now tip your head back on the floor just so your chin points toward the ceiling. At this point, turn and look at the camera for a second, or turn to look at your TV set so you can see how comfortable my neck is. There's no crowding here, okay? Now arch your spine. Lift your spine up off the floor. Slowly stretch your shoulders toward your ears like a slow motion stretch. Stretching like a slow motion shrug in effect. Feel the spine stretching out. Stretch the muscles of your back, stretching up as if to touch those earlobes. Now you're not going to touch them, but just imagine that you will. Get the kinks out of your spine. Now put your mind at your waist and press the waist into the floor. And very slowly begin to drop your spine to the floor, one vertebra at a time, elongating your spine, literally stretching the kinks out of it. If you happen to be one who slumps or slouches a lot, or you have a dowager's hump, this is extremely beneficial. Now look at how crowded the neck is. You stretched the spine out. So you've got to pick your head up, tuck your chin into the throat, and press the back of the neck into the floor. Try to feel every bit of the spine flat on the floor. Now squeeze your thigh into your ribs firmly. Squeeze. Feel the stretch through your lower back, through your hip. Push the left heel away from your body. Straighten your leg onto the floor. And now carefully glide your leg up toward the ceiling. Very, very slowly bring your leg up. We do not want a long stretch. I want your leg comfortable now. Don't feel any stretching. If you pull up and stretch too quickly, your muscles will tighten up on you. They'll fight you. So have your leg comfortable. And I want you to focus into your Achilles tendon. We're going to stretch the Achilles tendon first, and only the Achilles tendon. So very slowly begin to push the heel toward the ceiling. Now this is taxing on the patience because you have to go so slowly so that you're sure that you're pulling the heel toward the ceiling and stretching the Achilles tendon without involving your calf at this point. If you were to dramatically push the heel toward the ceiling, you would immediately involve your calf muscle and you would develop some pain at the back of your knee, right back behind your calf. All right, now, when you feel you've stretched the Achilles tendon and it's starting to involve your calf, tighten up your kneecap, tighten up your quads, your upper thigh muscles, push with gusto, and it should feel good. You shouldn't have any pain at all. Really push the heel up. If you can, very slowly now, increase the height of the hands toward the ankle, just going, again, a cinch by the inch. And hold a long hamstring stretch. Keep your left leg flat on the floor. Push the left heel away from your body. Keep your stomach tight. This not only will give you all kinds of flexibility, but goodness, it'll really tone up your muscles. And slowly lower. And again, we go to the left side. Bring your left knee into the chest, hands on the shin bone, pelvic tilt, stomach tight. Tip your head back a little bit, point the chin toward the ceiling. Arch your spine. Stretch the shoulders up toward your ears, a slow motion shrug. Really stretch your back out. Get those muscles stretched out. Slowly begin to roll your spine to the floor, trying to come down one vertebra at a time. I call this spinal alignment. You take your car and you get your wheels aligned, right? When it starts to shimmy in the steering wheel. Well, you need a spinal alignment as well. Tuck your chin in, press the back of the neck into the floor. Try your best to feel every bit of your back flat on the floor. And squeeze your thigh into your ribs. Try to get your heel into the back of your thigh, the knee into the high chest. Push the right heel away from your body. Don't be discouraged if your knee won't come anywhere near your chest. It'll come in time. And straighten your leg onto the floor. Slowly glide it up. Don't kick up quickly. Go slowly. Reach up and hold on. Don't feel any stretch. Your leg should be very comfortable. Achilles tendon first. Very, very slowly stretching the heel up. Very, very slowly. Keep pushing the heel up gently, gently. And listen to your body. Your body is your best teacher. Whenever you begin to feel the pain at the back of your calf, tighten up. Tighten your kneecap. Tighten your quads. Stretch up. Push hard. And slowly glide your hands up a little bit higher, taking your time. Never, never forcing. Never, never force your body. Feel a good, good stretch throughout the back of your leg. Feel it in your hamstrings. Push the right heel away from your body. Flat stomach. Good stretch. If your body is jerking, if your leg is jerking, you're forcing it a little bit. Back down a little bit. Don't force it. And slowly lower. And take just a couple of moments to completely let go. Just as if though you were floating. Close your eyes. Go back to your belly breathing. And feel how your body responds. The circulation is surging. And now you can go on to your next lesson. Or if this is all the time you had, let's get together again soon. Okay? Bye-bye. All right, we're going to start something now to loosen up the hip joints, the knee joints, and to be very beneficial for your lower back. So we're going to try to get into what we call the lotus position. And don't get discouraged, because if you can't do it, we're still going to do something you can do. So bring your right foot up carefully, gliding it over the top of your left thigh, and try to rotate your joints very carefully as you lower your knee in the direction of the floor. Ultimately, you would like your knee to rest flat on the floor. Mine didn't do it either when I was a beginner, so that's what I'm telling you. Don't get discouraged. If possible now, bring your left foot and glide it up over the top of your right thigh, trying to get your heels right up against the abdominal wall. Now, if you find that this is not going to work yet, then try what we call half lotus. Keep one foot up on top of your thigh, bring the other foot underneath, just simply tuck it underneath you, and drop your knees down. If there's no way at this point your body wants any part of this, then just simply cross your ankles and try to get your knees down. This is the nice thing about yoga. There are variations upon variations. So everything we're doing on this video, I'll find something you can do. All right, now, whether it's full lotus, half lotus, or Indian style, since we start out with the right foot, let me get into the lotus position. We're going to do a posture called the Yoga Mudra, M-U-D-R-A. Mudra meaning gesture, and it really is a very humbling kind of a gesture, but it's to benefit the muscles of the hips, the gluteus maximus, the lower back, and to bring more resiliency into your entire body. So sitting very, very tall, bring your arms behind you and hold on to your right wrist. Now allow your shoulders to be relaxed. Don't be stiff, don't be tight. Keep your spine straight. Be aware of your sitting bones. Again, do not roll back and sit on the tailbone. All right, please don't. Rotate your pelvis forward so that you are sitting on your hip joints, just those nice little hip bones. Sitting tall with your arms relaxed, we're going to inhale very deeply, as you've already learned, the tummy, midsection, upper chest, all right? And then we're going to exhale as we fold forward. So let's begin together. Inhale. Take the air up into your upper chest. Exhale. Now bend at your hinges. Bend at your hinges. Don't curve your spine. Come slowly, slowly. Let the air empty out of your lungs. Keep folding, folding as far back as you possibly can. Feel the stretch through the lower back and try to put your forehead on the floor. All right, now pick up your head. Line your neck up to your spine and inhale very slowly as you come back up. Now, as you come up, make the gluteus maximus muscles work. Make them bring your torso up, all right? And exhale, exhale. Empty completely. Good. Now ease out of your leg position. You need to know this. You are your best teacher, okay? Massage your ankle. You are your best teacher. I'm not your best teacher. You need to listen to your body, and if you find that your body doesn't like what you're doing, forget what I'm saying. Just don't do it. But slowly nurturing your body into allowing this flexibility to come back into your being. You can be as flexible and as strong as you want to be, but it's only got to be on your terms, not mine, okay? So now let's try the lotus, working with the left leg first, because you'll find you're one-sided. So straighten your right leg out. Bring the left foot up. Again, rotate very carefully. And if your joints ever hurt, back off. Don't subject your joints to pain, especially knee joints. They're far more delicate than people normally would tend to think. Now, if you can, bring your right foot up. Very carefully glide it up and slide the foot up against the abdominal wall. If you can't do that, slip it underneath you into half lotus. You remember, this way. Or simply sit Indian style. All right? Now again, holding on, this time to your left wrist. Just all sorts of little balancing out. Spine tall, shoulders relaxed. Chin up. Inhale. All the way up. Now exhale and bend at your hinge. Strap an imaginary yardstick to the back of your spine, neck, and head. Don't curve your shoulders forward. Keep them back. That way you really stretch the lower back. Extend your stomach beyond your legs. Now, if you can't get this far down, that's okay. Wherever you are, if you feel a stretch, you're getting 100% out of what this offers you. All right? Now, inhale. Pick up your head. Line your neck up to your spine. Slowly bring your torso up. Make the hip muscles work. And exhale. Empty completely. All right, ease out of your leg position now and rub your ankles while I show you something. You just rub your ankles. If you can only come this far and you really feel your back and your hips working, you got it. That's what we're here for. We are not here for your forehead to rest on the floor. That has no magic. But if you only go where your body permits and allowing only tolerable discomfort, never pain, is here today, next week it may be a little bit lower, the week after a little bit lower. Don't bounce, don't jerk, don't force. Be your best friend too, not only your best teacher, okay? All right, now, you've already rubbed your ankles, I presume, so I'll rub mine. Now we're going to counter posture. I love this counter posturing idea. We had our legs all wrapped up. Now we're going to stretch our legs back out. So bend your knees, bring your feet in close to your body, hold on to your toes. In this case, you can roll back on your tailbone all you want to. Curve your spine as much as you want to. And very gently glide your right leg up in front of your body. Slowly straighten your knee if you can. If your knee stays bent, and this is as far as you can go again, that's okay. We're here to stretch. And if it jerks like that, mine used to do that too. That's how come I know about those things. Now, stretch your leg out to the side, as far out as you can. Try to keep your stomach tucked in. Bend your knee. And left leg, slowly, coax, coax. You know, if you force someone to do something for you, you're probably not going to be too pleased with the results, you know. They'll get done, but it may not be what you wanted. If you coaxed somebody to do something for you, your results are likely to be better. Same thing with your body. Don't force it. Coax it. All right, here we need to concentrate. I want you to focus your eyes on a specific point and just listen to the directions. Curl back all you need to and hold your balance. Pick your feet up just a few inches off the floor. Find your balance. If you're afraid of rolling back, then do this next time with a big heavy chair or a couch, something that is not sharp and harmful should you roll back, or a bed, something that should you begin to lose your balance, you'll know you're going to be caught and you're not going to go rolling off anywhere. Keep your stomach tight. Stretch those hamstrings, stretch those calves, pull the toes toward your face, glide your legs out, stretch your inner thighs, stretch. Stomach tight. Come on. Bend your knees. Good. And again, extend your left leg out. Right foot. It's always easier the second time around. Bring that right foot up high. Rotate your joints. Tuck in your stomach. Half lotus, Indian style, whatever your body will allow. Left leg up. Arms back. Hold your left wrist. Chin up. Spine tall. Inhale. Drink the air in now. Drink it in. Feel it. Exhale slowly as you bend at your hinge. Bend at your hinge. Don't curve your spine. You'll lose your stretch if you curve the spine. Fold. Inhale. Pick up your head. Line your neck up to your spine. Slowly coming up. All these postures are designed to strengthen your back. If you have a weak lower back, hang in there. Don't despair. Ease out. Massage. Knees, calves, even if they don't hurt. It just stimulates the circulation. It keeps you in touch with yourself. Good. And leg stretch. Sit on your tailbone. Right leg up in front. Coax now. Coax. Out to the side. All the way out. Stretch the inner thigh, your abductor muscle. Bend. Keep your stomach tight. Stomach tight. Left leg up. Pull the toes toward you. Out. Stretch. And down. Take your time. Focus on one spot. Don't be discouraged if you lose your balance. It's like anything else. If you don't use it, you lose it. And we adults rarely have an opportunity to work up our balance, right? Out, stretch those legs, and down. And one last yoga mudra, going back to the left side, left foot up, high on top of your right thigh. Alternating. This time, hold the right wrist, spine tall. Inhale. Really absorb the air now. Really breathe it in. Exhale. Bend forward, chin up. Feel the stretch through the hips, through the lower back. Very, very good for your hip joints. Down. Pick up your head. Inhale. Slowly coming up. Keep your spine tall, spine tall. And exhale. Squeeze out the air. Come on. I mean, really get all of the stale air out. Good. And ease out. One last little massage. And then we're going to do another posture. Still working on the legs. This one is called the lightning, also known as the thunder. Very ominous name for a seemingly very innocent posture, but the reason being, we're dealing with your knees. The knees are very delicate joints. So please listen to your body extremely carefully. Don't take pain. We're not here to give you medals for enduring. This is not endurance. This is trying to rejuvenate your body. You must go patiently. Sitting on your heels. Put your palms on top of your thighs. Right now you just have a gentle stretch through the top of your knee. Have your spine tall. Now watch the sway back. Don't go throwing your hips out. Again, strap an imaginary yardstick. Do a pelvic tilt so that your spine is straight up and down. Don't go throwing the hips back behind you. When you go sway back, the stomach comes forward. It's very damaging to the lumbar muscles. So keep the pelvic tilt in effect. Keep yourself very tall. Palms flat on your thighs. We'll take one of these pranayama breaths, okay? Inhale, tummy first. Midsection. Upper chest. And hold. Hold your breath for 8 counts. Exhale. Tummy down first. Rib cage down. All the way down. Draw your navel to your backbone. Empty all the stale air out. Good. And release. Second stage. Come up on your knuckles. Separate your feet about the width of your hips. Keep your knees together and ease yourself back down very, very carefully. Have your hips to the inside of your heels so that if you look down, you can see your ankle bone on either side of your body very, very clearly. But your hips are not on the floor. See, I slide my hand underneath, so you're not on the floor yet. Your knees have rotated about 45 degrees, the front part of your knees. So you're stretching the muscles, the ligaments that support that knee joint. And we're going to bring more flexibility and consequently more strength back into the support muscles for your joints. Palms on top of your thighs. Again, don't throw those hips back. Keep the spine straight. Shoulders relaxed. Chin up. Inhale. Breathe deeply. All the way to the top and hold. Exhale. Get all the old stale air out of your lungs. Empty it totally. Draw your navel to your backbone. Good. Now, the third and final stage. Now, you have really got to be careful here. Come up. Lean forward. Have all your weight on your hands. Point your toes to the wall on either side of you. Keep those knees together. And very carefully now, walk your hands back. Walk your hands back so that you can slowly lower the hips onto the floor. And the minute you feel pain, push back up. Don't let the joints hurt, okay? Easing down. Now, I'll tell you, for 3 months in my beginner yoga class, I was the only one up this way for 3 long months. But incredibly as it was to me then, and with joy now, I can do things that I couldn't do 20 years ago. So it's okay. Place your palms on your thighs, and don't go into this position if you have any pain at all. Eliminate this part of it until your body gets accustomed to it. And inhale. All the way to the top and hold. Hold your breath. Keep the weight on both hips. Keep your pelvis level. Chin up. Exhale. Slowly empty the air. Empty it out. Squeeze the air out. Draw your navel to your backbone. Good. And release. Now, come up onto your knuckles. Push up carefully. Swing both feet out to the side underneath you. Bring legs around. With the heels of your hands, massage around your knee joint. And if you couldn't do but even the first position, that's great. Anything you can do is better than doing nothing. Don't sit there and stagnate and say it's too late for me. Not for us. We'll just keep getting better. It takes a little while, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. Let's oil those hinges. Okay. Now, we're going to do a posture that is going to really strengthen the muscles at the side of your torso, whittle away some of the little bulges you might have. None of this is overnight, so you can't say, I did it, and the next day I still had the bulges, huh? And you don't do a little bit of this and then go and lie in a hammock and eat bonbon all day and then wonder why you didn't get this stuff off the midriff, right? Extend your left leg out to the side. Not out in front, that's another variation, but out to the side. Bring your right foot to your inner thigh. Right away, you'll find that it's so easy if you lean over onto that right hip. You don't want to do that. Keep the left hip down. Try to stretch through your inner thigh. Push the heel a little bit away from your body. Keep your knees straight if possible. Have your arms alongside of your torso. We're going to inhale, bringing our arms up overhead. We're going to exhale and stretch sideways over the extended legs. So, inhale, arms up. Glide your arms up. Stretch your torso. Stretch it up, stretch it up, stretch it up. Interlock your thumbs. Stretch. Now, exhale slowly. Slowly exhaling. Slowly fold over your extended leg. What I want you to concentrate on, though, is feel the stretch at the right side of your body. Feel the stretch. Keep stretching it. Keep stretching and hold. And inhale. Now make the right side of your body bring you up. Inhaling as you come up. Stretch up and exhale. Push the heels of your hands away from your body as you bring your arms back down alongside of your torso. That keeps you working your arm muscles. All right, now change. Right leg out to the side, left foot to your inner thigh. Again, go slowly so that you don't jerk your body into a position and have a muscle cramp. Keep your pelvis as level as possible. Arms alongside of your body. With gusto now, breathe deeply. Inhale, breathe deeply. Stretching up. Elongate your waist. Come on, get tall, get tall. Exhale slowly, stretching over your extended leg. Please feel the stretch. Emphasize the stretch at the left side of your body. Feel the left waistline stretch down. And inhale up. Stretch all the way up. And exhale. Arms out and down. Super. And change. Again, pelvis down. Inhale up. All the way up. Exhale. Now stretch the right side of your body. It makes it easier when you think of that. Stretch the right side of the body. Down. Inhale. Up. Stretch up. Exhale. Arms out and down. Change. Right leg out to the side, not out in front. Pelvis down. And again, deeply now. Inhale. All the way up. Interlock your thumbs and stretch. Exhale. Stretching sideways. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale. Coming up. Stretch up. And exhale. Arms out and down. Great. Now, cross your ankles. We're going to sit Indian style. And we're going to do a cross-legged spinal twist. You're going to twist your spine. And, oh, it's wonderful. It energizes you. You find that you start regaining a lot of the flexibility that we tend to lose in the upper body, especially as we get older. And being middle-aged, I can tell you, this stuff works. Get your left hand, put it on your right knee. Bring your right arm up and focus on your fingertips. Keep your shoulders level. Focusing your eyes on your fingertips, begin to twist your spine, rotating your shoulders to the right. Keep your chin over your shoulder. Keep your shoulders level. Use your hand against your knee to help you twist. Wrap your arm around behind you. Stretch the shoulder joint. Reach all the way around and hold on to your inner thigh. Weight on both hips. Feel the good stretch. Now, of course, if you can't reach here, never fail to get a belt or a sash that you can wrap around something to hold on to. That's all you need. And release. Bring your arm up. This really works the upper back muscles as well to keep them well toned and firm. Rotate. Coming around. All the way around to the front. Have your right hand come onto your left knee. Now bring your left arm up. And again, focus on your fingertips. Begin to twist. Please don't just swing your arm around. Make sure you're moving those shoulders. Keep twisting. Keep twisting. Keep the weight on both hips. Stretch your shoulder joint. Reach your arm around. And reach for your inner thigh. Get a little bit more of a torque. Never exceed what you can comfortably manage now. You remember that. Chin over the shoulder. A good stretching for your back, for your spine. And bring your arm back up. Focus on your fingertips. And rotate. All the way back to your original position. You know, they say you are as young as your spine, so I guess we better do something about that. All right, now, we're going to stand up, and we're going to stand up a little bit different way than you probably are accustomed to, because that's going to work your hips and your thighs. So cross your ankles, have your feet close into your body. Bring your palms out, facing up toward the ceiling. I want you to imagine that you're holding a tray with rock crystal stemware. Okay? Now, don't you break my stemware. Rotate your weight forward, stretching, and stand up. Okay. Now, that might be kind of mean because you're rocking. But all that does is teach you how to transfer the center of gravity from your hips to your feet. All right. Now, we're going to stretch your hamstrings. We're going to develop more strength in your quads. This posture is called the jackknife. So have your feet a comfortable distance apart, just a few inches, placing your palms alongside your thighs. We're going to bend. We're going to do a full forward bend, but bending only at your hinge. Don't curve your spine. Keep the spine very tall. All right? Now, again, if you bend, you curve the spine, you're losing it. So let me turn this way so you can get a really good view of where we're going. Now, you inhale. All the way up. Now exhale. Bend at your hinges. Strap a yardstick to your spine, to the back of your neck, to the back of your head. And stretch. Feel the stretch through your hamstrings, through the hips. Don't curve your spine. Exhaling slowly. Reach down. Either put your hands on the floor or hold on to the back of your ankles. Stretching carefully. Try to put your forehead as close to your shin bones, and don't let this intimidate you. If you can only come this far and you feel this, that's exactly what we're trying to do. Okay? Stretch. Now, pick up your head, line your neck up to your spine. I refer to this right here as tabletop. You could put a place setting on my back. So when you do this, sometimes check in a mirror. And make sure that it's not this. If it's this, you've lost it. So let's try this. Right now as we're doing this, have your tabletop, spine very straight. Okay. Feel the stretches through the back of your hamstrings, through your thighs, through your hips. Now curl it. You see how you lose it? So that's why it's terribly important. And inhale, coming all the way back up into your upright position. Good. Now relax. Relax that lower back. And let's try it one more time. Okay, keep that spine very, very tall, moving only at your hinges. Okay, let's go. Inhale. Exhale, bend at your hinges, bending, exhaling slowly, slowly. A tabletop now. The tabletop, have your spine very, very straight, easing down. Center your attention to the back of your thighs. Try to really stretch out the back of your thighs. Head down. Inhale, pick up your head. Line your neck up to your spine. Coming up, have a tabletop. Easing up, all the way back up. Good. And exhale. Now that will give you firm legs, resilient hamstrings, and a very firm upper body. Now cross your ankles. Don't crash. Cross your ankles. Palms up. We're going to ease back down. Good. And sit. The next posture is intended to benefit your back. It's called the cobra. If you have a weak lower back, never arch your back significantly. We've already covered that, but I must constantly warn you. Everything we're doing is good for you. It'll make you better. But if you exceed the cautions, you're asking for trouble. So don't exceed anything, all right? Have your palms flat on the floor beneath your shoulders, the top of the feet flat. Have your elbows down for this particular variation. Forehead on the floor. Now inhale. Bring up the forehead, nose, chin. Try to bring your chest up, chin up, but don't use your arms. Don't be pushing up with your hands. Raise your hands momentarily. Don't keep them up, though. Let them come back down. But don't be tempted to push. Let the muscles in your back bring your chest up, just slightly, and down. Completely relax. Let your hips relax. Let your feet go out to the side. And again, now make the back muscles work. You can make them stronger. Palms flat. Inhale. Up. Forehead, nose, chin. Stretch through the throat. Chest up. Check your arms. Make sure they're not supporting your body weight. And exhale. Down. Completely relax. Let it go. And again. Inhale. Up. Stretch your throat. Make your back muscles do the work. Chin up. Check your arms. Exhale. Down. Completely relaxed. Now push up this time onto your knees. Bring your knees forward. Sit on your heels. And again, fold forward to relax the muscles of the lower back into the pose of the child. And just go completely limp. Totally limp. And that concludes this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it.